Pro wrestling moves for film and TV. Tip 6, how to perform the pro wrestling technique known as the stunner. Adapted for film and TV. That's what we'll answer in today's video. Hi, my name is Dylan Wilson with CBT Stunt Alliance. Train hard, perform easy. We help action actors, stunt performers, filmmakers, and content creators on professional stunt training for use in film, TV, and live action performances. Before we get underway, if you'd like to launch your career as a professional stunt performer or action actor, or grow your career to the next level, check out our highly popular online master course at stuntperformerbootcamp.com, or click on the link below this video. You can learn low falls, pratfalls, stunt fighting for camera and TV, popular action sequences, stair falls, and more. You can sign up now and start training now. Go to stuntperformerbootcamp.com for more info. Now, we get a lot of questions about how to get started as an action actor or stunt performer. So we're going to share a few things with you. Now, I'm actually an experienced stunt coordinator turned full-time director. This is actually something I planned from the beginning of my career, even attending and graduating the film school as director. Along my journey, I learned that being a stunt coordinator actually made me a better director, and being a director actually made me a better stunt coordinator. And how this benefits you is that I can offer insights and experience from both sides of the camera, as well as through all phases of production. Last thing before we go to the training, the video instructionals in this free video series are actually taken from our online master course. These are meant to be done after you performed a full body warm-up, which we teach how to do in the master course. All right, so in today's instructional, we're going to learn the crowd-pleasing finishing move known as the stunner. Again, these have all been modified for use in film and TV. Now, this is one that has a good amount of production value, and also primarily is going to be used in anything action-oriented, sci-fi action, anything like that. As a reminder, always remember that with all these techniques, that the person doing the technique to their partner is really just a frame. The partner, the number two person who is receiving the technique, is really the one doing the most of the performance, right? You, for the most part, so how you got to think, are like a fly on their arm. You're just riding their body. They're actually doing all the work, right? So that's the key thing to remember. So check out this next video clip to see the stunner in action. All right, so now we're going to learn how to perform this technique. So we're going to say that I'm the one performing the attack, and Hiram is 2. So the first thing you do is you're going to do a ball thrust kick to either the pubic symphysis or the bladder. And when they get hit with it, they're going to do what's called the stutter step, right? And they're going to double over a lot, and their arm's going to hang down. And what you're going to do is you're going to walk in them, turn this around so you can see it. Keep bent over, right here. You're going to step forward, and with this part of your arm, you're going to grab like this and put it on the side of their neck. See that? It's like this. And you can wrap this hand on top. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can then put your other hand on top of your hand, or you can take this hand and put it on the top of their head. This is dramatic. This is good too. Either way is fine. Now, this is the difference. The thing to understand is, once again, all we're doing is forming that frame with the arm. At no time is he trapped. He can pull his head out, right? It's just a frame, right? And he's just resting inside of it. So at this point, this is all you're going to do. Now the rest is on him. Now here's what's happening. We're going to turn around now. He posts his left hand in the middle of my back and grabs the waistband. Because at this point, I'm not going to do anything until he gives me the signal. Give me the signal, you don't do anything. And see the signal, he's just pushing down, right? When I get that signal, let me have you turn back around here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down to my left knee. One of the reasons we practice taking all those knees before. I'm going to drop down to my left knee out on a 45-degree angle that way, right? Now, so it's going to look like this. Go ahead and give me the signal. You stay there, though. I'm just dropping like this. Right, and you see my knee is going here and the foot's going there. He's going to drop to both knees here. That's why we have all this space here. So he can drop to both knees or one knee. It's your preference. Yeah, he can drop to both knees, and you see we're padded up. and then he'll do the rest of the act out. So that's the key thing to understand. Again, this is the difference with it being in the ring and being in film and TV. We form the frame like this. He gives me a signal. You see that? I could even do just like this, and he'll do the same thing. All right. So let's go ahead and do it from the beginning. So we're here, ball thrust kick. Here, he gave me the signal. Excellent. Now, Hiram, can you stay on the kneeling position here, face camera? Observe what he did. Here's the key part. This is why I'm the picture frame for his performance, because his performance sells it. If he tells the audience what damage has been done and the severity of the damage. So if he just did some quick thing, do it incorrectly, and just hit the ground and fall on the mat, that's not bad, right? Yet now do it the correct way. Right? That's more devastating. It's like this guy is this guy is seriously injured, right? So the components, when you're two, is I'll walk you through this. You're going to give them the signal, and when you give them the signal, and they're going to start dropping. That's how you know, right? And you keep your hand on their lower back until you're on the ground, and then you push off. So you always have contact, positive contact with your partner. You give them the signal, and once you push, you go down with it, so you're synchronized. And that's what you're going to see him do. So here's the first step. Give the signal, post, and drop to both knees. Now, the second thing is he's going to bend at the waist and bend low, like he got crunched, he got collapsed. And stay low for a moment. Like that. This makes it look far more dramatic. The third thing is he's going to pop up high in the air and stay there for about 2 beats as he slowly goes rearward. And this is why the face that you give is important, because the face is going to tell them the severity of the damage. All right. And then let me have you stay down there. And and you see his face. Again, if it's a comedy, you can make a comical face. Right? It could be just like that. Same exact move, again, applied to a different genre. If it's an action movie, you know, get an action face, right? It could be like that. And so there's about 2 or 3 beats of this as he's slowly going rearward like this, so the camera can get, and they're going to get coverage. Production will get coverage of this. And then the last thing, he falls off to the side and falls on the ground. Go out to the side. Boom. And this is why it's a crowd-pleasing finishing move, because of this. So, thank you. So when you're doing it, if you're in one, at this point, 1 is done. There's nothing more to do. You're a picture frame. 2 is doing everything, right? So when you understand, this is why you want to practice both being 1 and 2. When you understand this, how to do this, you're going to deliver amazing performances. So we're going to do this again a bit more smoothly, and then we'll do it on the left side. Ready? And cut. All right. Now we'll do it on the left side, so you can see it see it from a different angle, and then we'll do it with some fight choreography, so you can see how you can go into it. Same thing. We'll start. I'll do with the right ball thrust kick. Same exact thing on the other side. And cut. All right, so now we're going to show you an application how to go into this from actual fight choreography. Broken down step by step to ensure that you learn it safely, easily, and quickly. Lastly, we're going to share with you a few pro tips. Yet before we do, check this out.
Let's take a sneak peek and look inside this master course that was made by professional stunt coordinators, action actors, stunt performers, and filmmakers for professional actors, stunt performers, and filmmakers, and content creators. By the way, if you're a martial artist, you're going to learn how to convert your martial arts skills into movies and TV. So as you can see here with the Stunt Performer Bootcamp, there's actually over 160 lessons, a few more being uploaded, and over 160 lessons. This is roughly half a year worth of lessons, so you can continuously learn more at your own pace without anyone holding you back or telling you when you can or cannot train. Now, we designed our platform to actually be intuitive and very easy to use. This includes for both laptops, desktops, and phones. As you can see here, there are you can easily navigate around, and each one of these things are broken down into units, which we're going to cover in a moment. So each unit consists of instructionals, and so that's the unit. And these are some of the instructionals in the unit. And with all of our master courses, each one starts off with an introduction from the instructors, as well as a safety briefing. And so we'll actually listen to a few seconds of this.
My name is Dylan Wilson. I'm your primary instructor. So I am a professional stunt coordinator, as well as a U.S.
And so the instructors actually cover their background, their certifications, credentials, that sort of thing. Everything that you need to know. And if you wish to know more about their background and credentials, we actually list them here as well. You can go and see this. Plus, you get a course guide, or what we call a cheat sheet, that you can use for the course. We're going to look at that in a moment. As well as you get access to our private online social community here, to our private Facebook group. This is a great resource. Again, we're going to look at that in a few minutes. So now we're going to take a look at the cheat sheet that we're talking about. So the cheat sheet, dun 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 dun. Now this is designed to accompany the entire course. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. Here we go. This is designed to accompany the entire course and serve as a quick reference for you. All right. Also, you see over here, everything is broken down into units. Each of these is a unit, and again, each of these units is then broken down into an instructional. Each of these instructionals, on average, is about 10 minutes long. There are some that are longer because they have to be, but for the most part, each instructional is about 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and look at some of the other ones. We'll go now to where we cover all of the low falls. Yeah, we're going to go ahead now and look at, let's say, the forward shoulder roll. Right? And so you see that's a breakdown of it, or a demonstration of it, and then the rest of the video, let's go and look at something else here.
That we use on the left shoulder.
And you see this how one of the,
when our hands
we demonstrate all the nuances of it.
Here, which if you notice is on my center line, it will be here. See that? In line with the shoulder. Or it would be here in line with the right shoulder. Not here. This is key. Because when this is here, now the next thing is this.
And so this is why you learn all the... And next we're going to take a look at theatrical CBT, fighting for camera. Now this is the money. Because this is stunt fighting. It is an art form. And even if you're a martial artist, this is the course that you must learn. Because without it, you have no idea what you're doing, even with all your martial arts skills. This one, let's go ahead. We're going to look at one, how to deliver stunt strikes that sells the audience.
One more time. One. Two. That's it. That's three. So that's how it works. If those three things aren't met, it's not going to look good. It's going to look fake. I remember having clients, some of them in film.
Toe tapping. This is a one type of mini trampoline. Also the safety setup with the different things. Look at this, bike stunt falls. A slow speed one. This lends itself to comedies. And we even have live action video displays showing it from popular TV shows. Bike stunt actually does, you'll actually see this one, I believe, also with tactical, with a firearm as well. Here we are. So you learn different applications. Remember, we demonstrated, then we teach you how to do it, then we show different applications of it. Obviously, this would be for an action-type project. Resource. And what we do is we even give it to you. Try it 48 hours risk-free. After reviewing the master course, if you don't like what you see and it doesn't work for you, we'll refund every penny. Right? Who else will let you go through their entire stunt performer training? And if you're not completely satisfied, give you a complete refund. Bottom line, we're passionate about making our customers happy and keeping them that way.
So if you want to get started as a stunt performer or action actor, definitely head on over to our website and take the free video tour. Now we'll finish up by sharing a few bonus pro tips with you. And cut. All right, some pro tips. The key thing is with this one, you want to stay close to them, as with all. And because the further away you are, the less realistic it looks. The closer you are to them, the tighter you are on them, it looks better. Plus, you want to make sure you practice with your partner so your movements are synchronized. So the moment they post and they give you the signal, the cue, you're both going together, you know, just like that. Did you wish to add anything?
Yeah, just one small thing, because I know that a good majority of us are wrestling fans and have seen this move done in the wrestling arena. Even if you're not an avid watcher, you know about this move. But there's usually the way they do is a little bit different than what we're doing, because they have one prepositional step that they do, which is lift up and then come down. With our technique, the way we're presenting it, there is no, you know, jumping up and coming down. It's like as soon as you wrap around here, you're going straight down. So bear that in mind when you're performing this technique, that it's not the wrestling version where you wrap around, jump up, and then come back down. So this one is just wrap around and then take your knee. So,
and Hiram and I were talking about this before. The wrestling techniques are taken from combat moves, yet again they're designed to be performed in a ring in front of thousands of people. So they do things so that the people even in the back of the stadium can see it. Because there's combative techniques where oftentimes we hear you just drop and you just throw the person. It's like when we learn the rear landing, you know, so their techniques are based on combat moves that they've been designed for that. You just know that, like Hiram mentioned, some of the differences between them so that you don't add things to it that don't belong there. Stop the video now and give this a try. Make sure you like this video and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our future video series. Also, make sure you sign up for our Pro Stunt Tips email newsletter to get professional stunt tips in your inbox. Lastly, if you'd like more information on our highly popular online master course, the Stunt Performer Bootcamp, go to stuntperformerbootcamp.com or click on the link below this video. Prepare to have your mind blown. Again, my name is Dylan Wilson with CBT Stunt Alliance. Train hard, perform easy. Don't miss our next video when we share with you another professional stunt performer training tip. See you next video.